Hello everyone, this is Prem Sodani coming up with the next round of our quiz session, and in this session we generally discuss some of the very important current affairs in terms of question and answers. Okay, so let's get started with 31st December's current affairs in terms of question and answers. This is question number 1, that is, with reference to strategic petroleum reserves, consider the following statements. This is strategic petroleum reserves. Why they are strategic? Because we are going to use them in some emergency conditions. ठीक है, हमारे पास reserves बनाने हैं हमें. We have to have these reserves in order to provide a buffer. They would work as a buffer in case of number 1, supply disruptions or supply shocks, right? Or in case of emergency, any other emergency is there. For example, we are a kind of importing country. Most of our petroleum reserves we are importing from other countries, and now for example there is war situation between these countries and they are now not supplying oils to the India. Okay, now what we'll do? For that condition we must have some strategic petroleum reserves so that we can sustain that time period. Okay, that should be there. So that is strategic petroleum reserve. Let's come to the statement. The first statement says the International Energy Agency forbids trading of SPRs. This is first statement. I'll discuss, then you will understand what statement says about. The second says Japan has the highest global SPR capacity. That is not true. That is USA. Okay, so statement 2 is for sure wrong. That should not be the answer. Let me discuss here about the strategic petroleum reserves and what IEA talks about them. Okay, the first thing is IEA, if you want to be the member of International Energy Agency, then it says the country must have 90 days petroleum reserve of what it imports in last year. Okay, minimum 90 days petroleum reserve is required. India is not the member of IEA, but we are associate member. Remember, we are associate member of IEA. Okay, now that should be 90 days petrol reserves should be there with a country if you want to be the member of IEA. That is the first thing. The second thing, it says these SPRs are not for commercial purposes. Means ऐसा नहीं है आपने सस्ते में oil reserves भरे and जब महंगा हुआ तो बेच दिया, जो इंडिया अभी करने जा रहा है. इंडिया ने अभी अपने कुछ जो strategic petroleum reserves हैं, इंडिया want them to be commercialized in order to have some profit on them. But SPRs के बारे में according to IEA they should not be used for the trade purpose. They should only be used in case of emergencies, and if there is any supply shock, means supply side से कोई issue है, then you should use them. Okay, so these two are the things. Means trade cannot be there. There should not be there any commercialization or trade on SPRs. So this statement is also true. 1 is true, but 2 is not true. This is the US, I told you. So this is 1 only. Now let's talk about India's situation. So India has the demand of 4 million barrel per day. Right, this is the demand. This is what we are doing on daily basis. And what should be there according to this demand? According to this IEA demand, there should be 90 days reserve with India. That is around 4 million per barrel जो है daily use है. So that should be around 360 barrels. Right, this much of reserve is required for India also. But how much we do have? We do have only 38 million barrel reserve. Okay, that is far beyond than this 360 barrel which is a requirement according to the IEA's norms. Okay, so let me show you here. These are the reserves which India do have. That is Visakhapatnam, you are seeing here, that is Mangalore, and the Padur. These three are currently in operation and they accumulate around 38 million barrel reserves. Okay, now this Chandikhol of Odisha and Padur phase 2, they are in making. They will be there in some time or sooner. This is US. The capacity of US you can see here, that is around 700 million barrels. Okay, second number it is the China, if you can see here, then it is Japan, and India you can see here, that is only 38 million barrel capacity we do have as of now. Okay, Now you can see here we do have these reserves, that is Chandikhol, that is in making. This is Padur phase 2, that is also in making. In yellow you are seeing here, that is Padur phase first, this is in operation. The second is Mangalore, that is also in Karnataka, that is in operation, and Visakhapatnam is also there, that is in operation. So we do have these petroleum reserves with us. Now मेरा question जो है आपसे वो question है कि why these petroleum reserves are in southern India, why not in northern India? Okay, this is question for you. Comment down if you know the answer, otherwise you can search for this one also. Okay, so this was about the petroleum reserves. Remember, India have only 9 days. You can see here 38 million barrel, that would last hardly for 9 days. That is that should be 90 days, but we do have only 9 days reserves with us. Okay, now coming to the next question, that is with reference to Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme, consider the following statements. It is a central sectoral scheme, that is true. This is central sectoral scheme. The second says the scheme also covers projects related to social infrastructure relating to primary and secondary sectors of education and health. This is also true. The answer would be both 1 and 2. Let me discuss about this scheme here. This was launched in 2017 and this is central sectoral scheme, right? It means, what it means? It means 100% funding would be provided from center, okay, from center. 100% funding would be provided by center. What is the aim of this scheme? The aim was to bridge the gap, especially in infrastructure. And this infrastructure not only of physical infrastructure, that also includes social infrastructure. So infrastructure, in case of infrastructure development, we do have two type of infrastructure, that is one is physical and the second one would be social. So in case of physical, आपके पास होगा for example power supply, right? For example water supply, for example connectivity, that is transport and roads, है ना? This is physical. In case of social, there would be education, and that education would also have primary, secondary, right? In case of this one, this is health. So this is about infrastructure development. This scheme was all about infrastructure development, and that too both physical and social. So this is the second statement. You can see here, this covers the projects related to the social infrastructure, that is primary and secondary education also, right? So this is also true. Remember, all the states in northeastern states would be provided the funding, and the funding would be based on some criteria. These criteria can be for example the area based, means, right, how much area is there for the state. For example population based, right? For example human development index related. So all these are the criteria where the funding pattern will differ for each and every state, okay, according to these indicators. So this is all about this scheme that was launched in 2017 for the development of northeastern region, okay. So this is question number 2. Both of 1 and 2 are correct. Coming to the next question, with reference to Apatani tribe, consider the following statement. We also discussed this Apatani tribe, I think in 29 December quiz or 30 December quiz. You can go there and can revise also. But here I will discuss all these things once again. These tribes belong to Arunachal Pradesh. This is true. The traditional handloom of this tribe is a type of loin loom which is known as chichin. Okay? This is also true. Both 1 and 2 are correct about this one. Let me discuss about Apatani tribe here. This is the tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, you can remember, and this tribe resides in the area of Jiro Valley or Jiro Plateau, right? Jiro Plateau or Jiro Valley, okay? And this is in Subhansiri district. Subhansiri district of Arunachal Pradesh. This Apatani tribe is originally, it was of this Tibet origin, and later it migrated to the Arunachal Pradesh. So they are residing now in this area of Arunachal Pradesh. Now about this Apatani tribe, you can remember what is the religion of these Apatani tribe. They worship sun and moon, okay, that is Dono Polo. This religion is known as Doni Polo, right? They worship sun and moon, that is Dono Polo religion is there. Secondly, they are the strong believer of paganism. paganism, and they do not use animals in agricultural purposes, right? They do not use animal in agriculture. Okay, they are the strong believer in paganism. Their important festivals are, we have discussed this one. One festival is Dri, and the other festival was Myoko, right? These are two are the important festival. This Dri festival is harvest festival, whereas this Myoko festival is the festival of friendship. Okay, so these two are very important festival of these this tribe of Apatani. And one more important thing about this tribe is their unique agricultural or aquacultural practice. Let me erase this one. The unique aquaculture practice that is with rice cultivation, means these two goes along together, that is aquaculture and rice cultivation, both are there together. Okay, this is the unique practice of this Apatani tribe. So this was all about this Apatani tribe. Now they have applied, they do have their on very specific woven clothes, and they have applied for the GI tag for this. They are known as Jig Zero clothes. Jig Zero clothes. They have applied for these Jig Zero clothes under GI tagging. Okay, that is why this tribe is in news as of now. Okay, so this is tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, that is true, and their loom that is known as loin loom, that is Chichin. Okay, this is also known as Chichin. This is a singly operated loin loom. Let me show you with the example. So both 1 and 2 are true. You can see here, this is the loin loom that is known as Chichin, and this is primarily, this weaving is done by the women. Okay, so this is again important fact, this weaving is primarily done by women community. Okay, so you can remember this one also. Okay, so this is all about this question of Apatani tribe. Coming to the next question, that is Belagaum border dispute was recently in news. The dispute is related to which of the following state? Let me draw here the map of India. So this is the area that is Maharashtra. This is Maharashtra and this is Karnataka, and this Belagaum is situated in between these two states, that is here. Okay, this is Belagaum. So this is disputed region between Maharashtra and Karnataka. This is in news. So this answer would be between Karnataka and Maharashtra. Answer would be 3. Why it is a dispute? Because Maharashtra says, according to Maharashtra, this area has Marathi speaking people. Okay, Marathi speaking people, and the second thing is their land records. If you will see in the past, their land records are also written in Marathi language, and that is why Maharashtra says this area belongs to them. But Karnataka says, according to the State Reorganization Act, this area is of Karnataka because their decision is always final. Okay, so according to Karnataka, why the area belongs to Karnataka? Because State Reorganization Act says, according to this state reorganization, this area belongs to Karnataka, and the decision of this state reorganization cannot be flexible. It should be final one. Okay, so this matter is disputed between these Maharashtra and Karnataka. For that resolution, there were some steps taken by both of them. So there was a 4-member committee was appointed for the resolution, 2 members each from Maharashtra, 2 from Karnataka, but nothing happened under this committee. Then it was 1966, and this Justice Mahajan Commission was appointed for the resolution of the matter, and this Mahajan Commission gave 267 villages to the Maharashtra of this disputed region and 247 villages to the Karnataka, but it says this primarily this area belongs to the Karnataka, है ना. इन्होंने कहा कि कर्नाटक है, उसी के पास ये एरिया रहना चाहिए, बट महाराष्ट्र जो है उसने रिजेक्ट की द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ महाजन कमीशन, एंड कर्नाटका सेज द स्टेटस को जो है वो मेंटेन रहनी चाहिए. So this was about this Mahajan Commission. Later this was application was filed with Supreme Court by this Maharashtra government, and Supreme Court में अभी भी ये matter जो है under adjudication है. But remember Supreme Court said that linguistic basis should not be the basis of any territorial फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी या फिर स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन में लिंग्विस्टिक बेसिस शुड नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ स्टेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के टाइम पे. ओके, सो दिस इज अंडर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट नाउ, मैटर इज अंडर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट दिस मैटर, दैट इज द डिस्प्यूट is between this Karnataka and Maharashtra. Remember this one. Okay, so the next question is also related to this one only, about this dispute only. This is Mahajan Commission. So Mahajan Commission is in news because of, you can see here, this is about Belagaum border dispute. Okay, so these two questions belongs to this dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Right, coming to the next question, that is with reference to Srijan portal, consider the following statement. It is an online portal that aims to promote indigenization of defense items production by providing information about defense equipments. This is true. It is an initiative of Ministry of Electronics. No, this is not the Ministry of Electronics, this is the Ministry of Defense. Okay, so let me talk about this one, that is Srijan portal. So what Srijan, the answer would be one only. What is Srijan portal? Srijan portal would provide you the information what Indian Army is going to import or what equipments we actually are in need of. Okay, so for example, let me have some example, that is if they want, for example, AK-47. So not AK-47, we can say, for example, this is AK-247, right? Example में तो कुछ भी ले सकते हैं, तो that is AK-247 and this जो ये जो AK-247 है, these are the specification related to this one. ये specification will be available on this portal, that is Srijan portal. Now for example, any company which is domestic in nature and if they want to produce these type of the guns and specifications are also provided, now they can actually produce this type of the equipment, right? So Srijan portal will tell to the defense producers, especially those are domestic producers, ki what kind of equipments we are going to have and what are the specifications so that they can produce such type of the equipments. Okay, so this is about Srijan portal. So this one statement is for sure true, the second is not true, that is Defense Ministry would be there. And let me discuss here only one more important additional information. We are promoting indigenization, we are promoting our MSMEs, startups, especially in defense equipment production. For that you can remember this one also, that is IDEX, that is Innovation for Defense Excellence. And what we are doing under this one, so in Innovation for Defense Excellence, we are actually promoting our MSMEs and startups for the production of defense related equipments. Okay, and this is, remember, this scheme is being implemented by DIO, that is Defense Innovation Organization, that is DIO, that is the main implementing agency behind this scheme, that is Innovation for Defense Excellence. So this was about today's news. I hope आपको काफ़ी कुछ समझ में आया होगा. If this is the case, you can share and like this video, and if you have any suggestion or if you have any doubt, you can comment that down in the comment section. Remember, your comments work as a feedback mechanism for us so that we can also improve. Please comment down in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Current Affairs by ForumIAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspective. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.